Good afternoon, Facebook. This is Maya Lynn, owner of Llama Learning and founder of Passion Purpose Legacy. Happy Thursday. Hopefully, everybody's having a great afternoon so far. Great morning, now into a great afternoon. And I'm excited. Y'all, look, y'all hear what I'm playing. Now, you know I don't own the rights to this music, so I got to say that first. But this is the barge. I remember I like it. This is a jam. Hey, Elka, what's going on, honey? So we are on today. Let me go ahead and turn my music off because I can actually go live and just play music the whole time and have and be a fake Facebook DJ. But I'm not going to pretend to be a Facebook DJ because that is not my gift. That was not what the Lord gave me. So today, our question of the day we're going to be talking about today. Hey, Lisa. Thanks for joining me this afternoon. So today we're going to be talking about chores. Now, why in the world would I be talking about chores? Oh, I got to fix my face here, guys. All right, we're straight. Okay. So why in the world will we be talking about chores when we're talking about passion, purpose, and legacy? Leaving a legacy, finding our passion, understanding our purpose, right? So why in the world would I be talking about chores today? So everybody has chores to do. You're supposed to have chores to do. Hopefully you have chores to do, right? You have your home. Hopefully you give your kids chores to do. That's actually why we have children. What's going on, Mickey Jones? Best-selling author, Michelle Mickey Jones. How you doing, sweetie? So we're going to be talking about chores today. So before we get started, go ahead and hit the share button. That would be great. Say hi. Just, leave me a little comment. Wave at me. Give me a little smiley face, a little heart, something. To let me know that you are here and you have joined this broadcast today, whether you are watching it live or you're watching the replay. We are here today, Passion, Purpose, Legacy, live, talking about doing chores. So, again, why in the world are we talking about doing chores? We hate them. That's why they're called chores. That's why we don't call them, fun time. They're called chores because there's things that we just don't like to do, but we have to do them. So what are your chores that you absolutely hate? So I'm gonna give you an example. Thanks, Lisa. Let me give you an example. So now that Bryce and Mandel are living on their own, right? I'm facing the reality that I have to do the chores that they did for me before. Hey, Angel, thanks for jumping on. So, when you have, especially when you get teenagers, when they're smaller, you're supposed to slowly give them chores. But once they get older, you can really turn over a great deal of the housework to your kids. And I had two boys, big, strong guys. And so a lot of the stuff I just didn't really feel like doing. That became their chore. But now they're 21. They don't live at home anymore. And now I have to do the work. Now I'm like, crap. Hey, Tyranny. I'm sorry. Best-selling author, Tyranny Parker. How you doing, sis? So one of the chores I absolutely hate doing, but it's obviously very necessary, is bringing the groceries into my house. Like that is something that I really didn't appreciate not having to do, because that's something the boys always did for me. I didn't appreciate it until they left. And I realized, oh my gosh, every time I go grocery shopping, I always come home with 10, 12 bags. And now I have to bring them in. And of course, me being me, and I know a lot of you are the same way, you want to do one trip. And so you're practically breaking your arms. You have welts on your arms trying to bring your groceries into the house in that one trip, right? Like you absolutely refuse to take more than one trip. So that's one of the chores that I absolutely hate doing now. And of course, laundry. I don't think anybody really truly loves doing laundry. I don't mind washing and drying. I guess it's the folding and the putting away part that I don't like. So that's what we're talking about today. So as you log on, as you're jumping on, I want you to put in the comment box the chore that you absolutely hate doing. And so how does the fact that you hate doing some of your chores feed into or fit into the idea of passion, purpose, legacy, and being able to make the transition from working a 9 to 5 and then adding on, whatever your dream job is, your dream career or dream business, and being able to do all of these things. Because one thing you have to recognize, for those of you who are trying to make that transition, or you're trying to add different income streams, and you're adding a business, or you're adding, a very serious hobby, but most of you guys are looking to add it as a business, you have to recognize that your scheduling is vital. Like, you have to live by your calendar. You have to live by your schedule. And so everything that you do impacts your schedule. Everything that you do impacts your time. And we know time is money, right? And so we're talking about chores today because I want to talk to you about outsourcing those chores. Outsourcing. So when we hear the word outsourcing, we think of, big industry. We think of big corporations taking jobs and sending them overseas, right? And that's usually when we talk about outsourcing, that is, hey, Lisa, what's going on, cuz? That is the main thing we think about when we think about outsourcing. But I want you to look at outsourcing a little bit differently when it comes to your own personal time. Taking those chores, do the chores that you do every single day, they take up a huge chunk of your schedule. It takes up a huge chunk of your schedule. And so learning how to outsource some of those chores will free up time for you to be able to dedicate more time to the things that you love doing, the things that you're trying to pursue. Okay. And so when you're looking at your schedule, you're essentially leveraging someone else's time by outsourcing some of your chores. So I'll give you an example. All right. Let's say laundry. Define the laundry service. We'll stick with laundry because I think laundry in general is something that I know. Lisa, I knew I needed a housekeeper. Yes. I mean, think about it. Let's look at laundry though. So laundry is one of those chores that everybody has to do. You have to have clean clothes, right? But it takes, it takes a good while. Now that it's just me, I typically will have maybe 3 or 4 loads of laundry a week, which is insane because when the boys were at home, it was, quadruple that for some reason. But I'll have 3 or 4 loads of laundry a week. So to do 3 or 4 loads of laundry takes a few hours, right? And so as a business owner, knowing that laundry is something I don't like doing, right? And knowing that that is a service that other people can provide, I have to compare the time it takes for me to do my laundry, the amount that I will have to spend to have someone else do my laundry, and then how much money can I make per hour doing my money-making activities to supplement having that free time, all right? And so you look at whatever your new business is or whatever you're trying to do, whatever the thing is that you do, how much do you charge per hour? So let's say, I'll give you an example, and I'm lowballing myself right now, but let's say I charge $50 an hour to do something, all right? Exactly. $50 an hour to do something. You are worth it, Lisa. And this is what I'm trying to teach folks. So let's say your hour is worth $50. Whatever you can do, whatever you do in your business, whatever you do in your side gig, your side hustle, whatever it is, you can make $50 in an hour, okay? When I was tutoring, that's pretty typical, $50 an hour, right? Or more or less, depending on the kid, right? But anyway, so let's say $50 an hour. So if it takes me 3 hours to do laundry, that's $150 lost of potential income because now I'm taking 3 hours to do my laundry. So then I go and research how much does it cost for me to get 3 or 4 loads of laundry done. So if you go to like a local laundromat or, a laundry service that has pickup service, for 3 or 4 loads of laundry, you're looking at probably about $40 to $50, right? And so by outsourcing, by outsourcing my laundry, paying $50 and using that time as additional money making time, I'm actually adding $100 to my income for that week. Right? I hate doing laundry. That's number one. I am providing income to another small business owner by outsourcing it to a small business. I am paying them $50, but freeing up 3 hours of my time, and 3 hours are worth $150. And so I've made a profit of $100. I've made it possible for me to make $100 extra by outsourcing a chore that I don't want to do. That is the key. So look at some of the things that you have around the house. Now think about when you're looking at your schedule, how much time does it take for you to do certain things? And think about all of the small businesses now that do the services that, these things weren't around before. You have Uber Eats, and, for if you don't feel like cooking dinner, you can do Uber Eats, right? Or you have grocery services now that all you have to do is order it, go online. I think Kroger does it, right? You go online, pick out your groceries, and have it delivered. So you have grocery delivering service. Think about how long it takes for you to go grocery shopping, how much time that takes out of your week, right? Does that free up time for you to have now more money-making time, right? Potential money-making time. So look at your chores that you hate doing, right? Whether it's cleaning the house. Now, cleaning the house can take all day. It really can, especially, and when we start cleaning the house, and my cousin's on here right now, Lisa. Now, when we start cleaning the house, it's not a 1 hour project, because you end up turning on music, you're dancing around. Hey, Donna, thanks for joining. You're dancing around. You got all these other things going on, right? And so when you are cleaning the house, what probably could take an hour, might take 3 or 4 hours, because you get distracted, you're watching TV. So you start losing time because you're doing all these other things, right? Outsource it. Hire a housekeeper. Have somebody come in, do the cleaning for you. That will allow you to have more time to spend on doing the things you love, or, working your business, whatever, helping you have a more productive life. That's it. And that's what we're trying to teach here on Passion, Purpose, Legacy. I love the idea of supporting small business owners. And so if I hire a housekeeper, I'm not hiring a maid. I'm supporting a small business owner. That's their passion. That's what they decided they wanted to do as their small business. And so you're saving me time. It's a win-win. And now, instead of cleaning the house, I have more time to work with clients. I have more time to work with families. I have more time to work with students. That brings more income in. That's paying for the housekeeper, and I'm in the profit now, right? That's as easy as that. So think about, this is your job for the weekend, right? This is your homework, because this is our last Facebook Live for Passion, Purpose, Legacy for the week. We'll be back on Monday at 2:00. But for your homework this weekend, think about the different chores that you have that you absolutely hate doing, especially if you don't have teenagers in the house that can do it for you. But think about the chores that you have, and how can you outsource it, and how can you then maximize that time, that instead of doing that chore, what can you do in that hour or 2 hours or 3 hours or 4 hours that will add value to your life. And it might not be, you might not be starting a business. You might not be working that side hustle. It might just be you don't have any time to yourself. If you don't have any time to yourself, some of us, you guys come to me and say, Maya, I am stressed to the gills. I have, my plate is full. I don't have any me time. I'm taking care of my husband, I'm taking care of my kids. I got my job. I got all these things going on, and you don't have any time to yourself. Outsource one of your chores and take that hour or 2 hours to yourself. Outsource that housekeeping, outsource the laundry, outsource your grocery shopping. Go get a pedicure, go get a massage, or just go sit somewhere, go watch a movie, do something that will add value to your life. Self-care is so important. And so even if you aren't outsourcing a chore, hey Helena, thanks for jumping on. Even if you're not outsourcing a chore to do your business, or outsourcing your chore to work on your side hustle, you might be outsourcing your chore so that you can have more self-care time. And that is just as important as making money, right? Because if you aren't taking care of yourself, all the money in the world doesn't mean anything if you're in the grave, right? So Figure it out. There are small businesses out there. There are people out there who want to do your chores for you. I'm going to say that one more time. There are small businesses in your community who want to do your chores for you. All you're doing is supporting small business. It's a win-win. So your homework is to figure it out. Jump on to this replay. Tell me what chore you decide that you're going to outsource, and then what you're going to do with that time. If you have not followed me on Facebook, look for Maya Lynn Co. across social media. My business page is Maya Lynn Co. My Twitter account is Maya Lynn Co. My Instagram account, which I really haven't done a whole lot with, but I'm going to start. My Instagram account is Maya Lynn Co. And my LinkedIn account is Maya Lynn Co. So follow me on social media. And if you want more tips, you want a community of people who are working towards financial, spiritual, mental freedom, join our tribe. Hashtag Passion, Purpose, Legacy, the tribe. Right here on Facebook. All you gotta do is look up Passion, Purpose, Legacy, and we will pop up. And join our Facebook community. We have a growing community of aspiring, new, and stuck entrepreneurs who are ready to take it to the next level. So Passion, Purpose, hashtag Passion, Purpose, Legacy, the tribe. Make sure you join us. And in the meantime, I will see you guys on Monday. Have a blessed weekend. If you're in Virginia, it's going to be hot this weekend. We have no rain in the forecast. So enjoy the weekend, and I will see you guys on Monday. Hug yourself, love yourself. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.